Hey everyone, so this video is just going to be on feeding your fish, because I think the main problem with people starting out is they always feed way too much, and that's because fish are always looking hungry and they're always begging for food. So in the wild they're actually just programmed to eat whatever comes in front of their face, so they'll never stop eating until they burst. And also what's misleading is in the back of food packages it says to feed for like 5 minutes straight. But what you actually want to do when you're feeding your fish is only feed like a pinch. Like I'll show you now. Obviously it depends how many fish you have in the tank, but just feed a little pinch like so. About 3 or 4, wait till he's finished eating it and then feed another 3 or 4 times, so it doesn't go all over the tank and rot and mess up your water quality. He's finding it now in a second. There he goes. So yeah, and it's actually better to feed a few times a day little amounts than just once a day huge amount of food. So really just, I know people are working and have college, so just feed like once in the morning, sorry, and once in the afternoon, and that's perfectly fine, or even 3 times if you're bored at home, nothing to do. So yeah. So the main thing is just feed very little, because fish don't need that much food, and just feed little amounts a few times a day. Now the next thing you have to look out for is what actually your fish needs to eat, because every type of fish needs a certain diet. So there's fish that they're vegetarian fish, omnivores, predators that need high protein diets. And you can research yourself online what they need. And once you figure it out, like what type of fish they are, try to get a variation of that food. Like for instance, this guy needs a high protein diet, so I have a bit of high protein flakes with krill, and for variation just have a complete food, and there's some colour enhancing flakes as well. And I also feed some bloodworms. So really with all your fish you should do that, just get a combination of foods around what they kind of need. Like for plecos, lots of people don't feed their plecos properly, because they eat algae, obviously some of them do. But they also need to have vegetables, kind of fruit and vegetables, and sinking algae wafers as well. They like all the variation of that. Sorry. And yes, that's really it on a variation. And also with when you feed bloodworms, let's say, they're very high in protein, so you should only really feed them like as a treat once a week. They're not really that nutritious. They're just they're really nice for a treat for fish. They actually just build up fats in their bodies, so once a week or once every 2 weeks is perfectly fine. And yeah, so that's really it in feeding your fish. I think the main thing you want to look out for is just only feed little amounts. They're actually not starving, they're just begging for food all the time. And yeah, just try to get a variation on your diet, which feeds your fish. So yeah, that's really it, and I'll see you.